everyone, this is Rachel from RachhLoves, and today I want to share with you how I created this really bold party look for any of the upcoming parties that you might have. And if you'd rather be on the nice list this year, check out my tutorial by clicking over here or the link in the info bar below at the end of this video. Now let's get started with the hair. I wanted this look to be really shiny and glam, so I used the TRESemmé Keratin Smooth shampoo and conditioner to keep my hair sleek and frizz-free, and then I blow dried my very damp hair upside down to add some volume. For the front section, as a tip, I blow dried my hair back and away from my face to really encourage my hair to set that way when it dries. Now that my hair is dry, on to teasing it for extra volume. I took a medium-sized section of hair about one section away from my face and then did small teasing sections all the way down to the back of my head. Then I added a little bit of teasing to the side sections as well, just to give the overall look a little bit more volume. I brushed my hair back away from my face and used the TRESemmé 2 Extra Hold Hairspray to help hold the style all night long. I found that what works best is to brush your hair back, hold it back with a brush or with your hand, and then spritz it with that strong hairspray. Hold while the hairspray dries and then repeat all over until you get the look that you want. For the makeup, because this look is very simple but very clean lines, I really wanted to go with a bold makeup look. I started this look with very dewy skin, so I used a very glowy primer, a luminizing foundation, and of course a good highlight so that the look isn't too severe. And then I went in with a really bold crimson red lip. And here's a tip for helping to keep the lipstick on your lips all night long. I recommend starting with clean, dry lips, lining them with a lip liner, and then filling them in with that same lip liner. Blot with a piece of tissue and then apply a layer of lipstick. Blot and then apply another light layer. Then lastly, separate a piece of tissue so that you have a really translucent piece of tissue, if that makes sense, and then press it on top of your lips and just dab on a really light layer of translucent powder. This will mattify the lips slightly, so if you want a glossier finish, then add a gloss on top. Then I'm gonna line the entire upper lash line really close to the lashes with a charcoal black liner, which is really gonna give my lashes this bold thickness, which of course I'm looking for with this particular look. And then I'm finishing off the whole look with some false lashes. And then your makeup is complete. I love how this turned out. I love the really bold lip and eyes with the really clean lines of the hair. It just creates a really simple, modern, but very party glam look. For the outfit, I find structured is the way to go to help mirror the effect you're going for with the hair. Think really clean lines, modern, and very simple. Your makeup and your hair is enough of a statement, so I would keep the jewelry to maybe a bold bracelet or some studs. And that's everything for this video. Give it a thumbs up if you found these tips helpful, and thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone!